Okay, Minorcan Navy, here we go. This is a follow-up video to what we got yesterday. A lot of the roads closed in South Georgia, and a lot of those roads are dirt or clay. That is what has caused a postponement in the opening of the school system. If the school buses can't access these dirt roads to pick up children, they just can't have school. These images that we're looking at here, a lot of these are from the Altamaha River. Now, the Altamaha is one of the more southern rivers in the state of Georgia. They may have not gotten as much rain upriver as, say, some of the rivers a little bit to our north, and it's crazy, just an hour's drive, what a difference that is. We've got some more video coming up from the Ogeechee River area up around Richmond Hill, and we got with the drone showing a lot of flooding that's happened in subdivisions up there. But this area, this is near Jessup, Georgia. They're landing there, and the water is pretty high here, and it is flowing pretty rapidly. A good current out of the river here as it is moving the water on out towards the ocean here. Now, a lot of the areas around the side of the road in these Altamaha River Basin areas were just flooded. This would have normally been an area to launch your boat, and the boat ramp is just completely submerged, gone. And you can see how that water is flowing underneath the bridge there. This was a scene that we saw quite regularly. People trying to function and move around through these floodwaters. They're trying to keep their lives going and protecting their property as best they can. But it was a mess in a lot of these areas. And mind you, this is 4 days after the storm. And these areas were not like this during the storm. This is all happening as the water is making its way down the rivers here. I actually watched the water rise in this parking lot out in front of this flooded subdivision. It was almost like watching the tide come in here and just seeing it just kind of creep across the parking lot. And this was behind a grocery store in Richmond Hill. We saw this scene over and over. People on kayaks, people on canoes, in flat-bottom boats, moving around, trying to get sandbags into these areas where these homes have become islands. The streets are like rivers, and the only way to really get through these things in some of these areas is by boat. Now, in this area, the Army from Fort Stewart supplied a couple of their taller vehicles to assist with moving people and material, sandbags, that kind of thing, into these areas to try to help these people protect their homes. But you can see some of these homes were already underwater. Now, the Bryan County Emergency Services, which included here the fire service, emergency management team, the police department from Richmond Hill, the Bryan County Sheriff's Department, all of those agencies were here in assisting this situation and doing what they can to help these residents protect their property and to evacuate those that needed to come out. Now the river is expected to begin receding later today, and that is some great news. Hopefully last night the water did not come up as fast as it came up here. All this had happened within like 24 hours. It's just crazy that here we are 4 days after the storm, and the biggest part of the problem is almost a week later from Hurricane Debby. Well, hey, that's all we got here. Thank you guys for watching. You guys stay safe.